At Wallingford, in the shadow of the castle, Matilda's faction, commanded by her son Henry, proved it was still willing to fight King Stephen for the crown. But after 15 years of conflict, both sides had had enough. So, they made a deal. Matilda would surrender her claim to the throne on condition that when Stephen died, her eldest living son Henry would succeed him. A year later, he was crowned King Henry II and proceeded to grow the kingdom into the mighty Angevin Empire. But, once again, what the king had spent his life building, his own children were destined to destroy. King Henry II had 4 surviving legitimate sons, and he planned to divide up his kingdom between them. But they fought bitterly for dominance. Against the odds, Henry's youngest son, John, became king. But King John was deeply unpopular. He lost huge swathes of the Angevin Empire gained by his father, then failed to reclaim them in expensive battles. Paid for by taxing his subjects. Eventually, England's barons could take it no more. They forced John to agree to a charter that restricted his power. The Magna Carta. But he went against his word. Furious, they rebelled, inviting Prince Louis of France to invade England. In 1216, Louis sailed to Dover and set his sights on taking this, Dover Castle. Held by forces loyal to King John, it was commanded by Hubert de Burgh. He described the castle as the key to England. He was right. If it fell to the French, so would the kingdom. Asked to invade by the rebel barons, Prince Louis's French army launched an assault on the castle at Dover. Opening a crack in the outer defenses, the invading forces charged the castle walls. The garrison at Dover would meet the French with clenched fists and an iron will. Dover could not fall. Commander Hubert de Burgh rallied his men to hold back the French and defend the castle.
He'll build that for thee.
Roger! Reader eyes! It's soon on me here! Keep your butt in this!
Y'all ready to done some work. Stop raiding, we'll be reaper railed and all.
War of servants, Shatton!
What needeth they undone? Ikil and Yin on the reaper railings. What needeth they undone?
While the castle's garrison thwarted the first French attack and prepared for a second, a new resistance force was building in the English countryside. A skilled bowman and fierce patriot, known as Willikin of the Weald, began to muster a resistance to the French invasion. Determined to keep the crown in King John's hands, Willikin would rally every available archer to the cause.
See thing to work at. Fernandez, go ahead. Ikil build that for that.
See fate, Ikil do that new. Build end that Rita new.
Hästes en odd. Hästes en odd, boemen. Astiria, brate arvemen.
Yeah, right, all state door. Build end that right to know.
See they to worker, post it down. Ikil habby that he building anon.
See they to work. Over there, on midway. Ikil go on flock of wood.
You're rated on some worker.
See they to work at. Do they, mate?
With his bowmen assembled, Willikin planned to ambush the French siege engines on their way to the enemy camp.
Hästes cometh, arvemen. Dresset jou, arvemen. Steppeth to it, arvemen. Sues ahead. Hiereth, Hästes. Beothleipel, hiereth, Häst. Dresset jou, arvemen. Steppeth to it, arvemen. War of servants, Shatton.
Needeth they undone. On min way.
Hästes cometh, arvemen. Hästes en odd, boemen. Uppnämn färret, navel.
See they to worker.
Hästes cometh, arvemen. Foliende, hästes. Here, Hestes and all Norman. It can do. Yarway Chef. Dresseth yao Arwayman, Al Suitha, yes. Quarof Sir Boa is Ibun, Hestes and on Boaman, Sueth he het. Asteriath. Brave and shame on in the Hestes. Yepe mea puta.
Some French reinforcements made it to their siege camp, adding more numbers to their next attack on the castle.
Dresseth jou Asteriath, Brafte Arwaymen, Heriende Hestes nu. Hestes cometh, dresseth jou Hiero Hestes. It can do. Hestes cometh, Foliende Hestes. Quarof servant shall. Yahweh Shem. Yet they may have but. Yet they may have but. Quarof. Hestes and on, Moormen. Foliente Hestes. Unde haveras! Hestes cometh, Hiere Hestes. Step into the Armea but. Dresseth yao Arwayman, and Suitha, Quam serpent shattered.
Willikin's resistance force continued to grow, adding more skilled men to its ranks.
Yardway shattered. Boa is the boom. Boa is Ibun. Yes, they may have but. Fus Nuthan. Cometh on. It can do. Heriende Hestes Drupe mea but.
Willikin spotted a group of English fighters engaged in battle with the enemy and rushed to their aid.
Hestes, Nuthan, cometh on! Glenande ne hurtus, nor never down.
Bolstered by the addition of their reinforcements, the French committed the full force of their army to a second assault on the castle. With Willikin's archers weakening the siege from outside the castle, the garrison at Dover repelled the French attack. Willikin ordered his archers to resume their strikes on the French reinforcements.
Hestes cometh our way, sleepily on the stairs. Steppeth to it our way, man. Dresset jou our way, man. Kiere, dresset jou of men very our way.
Over the jar. Charles Winker. Ik hoop broekje dat. I think
Hestes poliende, Hestes. Asteria, prate our way, man. Frekkes haken. Nu heriende Hestes, nu. Al Switzer, yes. Kiere, Hestes.
Så är det heter.
Hestes cometh our way, men. Hestes cometh our way, men. We cannot do.
Over the jar. Ik denk verder nog de every chat.
Hestes and on, men. Bail sleepily intendeth Freckles. Kiere, Hestes. Bail sleepily. It's in Hestes! Each our way hit. Shit. Dresset upp med bättre arbetet. Kurset tog foliende. Vägen sketen! Hestes asterias. Brate arbetet. Dresset, ja. Killen på Marcus Boven! Suenderhet! Det är inte swicket tog! Hestes!
Glidande, du Hestes and all! Glidande, der hurteth no one never enow!
Winlet, better. Glidande, there hurteth no one never.
Dresseth your highwayman! Step it to it, highwayman! And sweet them, yes, sir! Well, it's inches on there! Hestes and all, more men! Yeah, at the end, the Hestes do! And sweet them, yes, sir! Understand!
The tenacity of Hubert de Burgh's loyal soldiers forced Prince Louis and the rebel barons to abandon their siege at Dover. And thanks to the efforts of Willikin's fearless archers, England remained in King John's hands.